Hi, my name is Kaustubh Khanke. I'm a Senior Product Manager for AWS Artificial Intelligence. Today, I'm excited to talk to you about the new real-time machine learning analytics that we've introduced in Contact Lens for Amazon Connect. With these capabilities, you can now enable contact center supervisors to detect customer experience issues during live calls and resolve them faster. Joining me today is my colleague Sagar Khasnas, who will be conducting a short demo of these new capabilities. Sagar is a Senior Solutions Architect for AWS Productivity Applications. Here's the agenda for this presentation. We will start with a quick introduction to Amazon Connect and talk about the exciting launches that we've had in 2020. After that, we will dive into some of the challenges faced by contact centers and how Contact Lens can address them through the new real-time analytics. Next, we will follow that with a short demo to show you these capabilities in action. And finally, we will share some resources on how you can get started in using Contact Lens. In 2017, we launched Amazon Connect, an easy-to-use omni-channel cloud contact center. For those who are less familiar with Amazon Connect, here's a brief introduction. Amazon Connect delivers differentiators that allow AWS customers to create exceptional customer experiences. Amazon Connect was built from the ground up to be 100% cloud-based and can be set up in minutes without the need for any coding. Once set up, Amazon Connect has the flexibility to scale up and down at a moment's notice, depending on the demand from your customers. Contact flows allow you to easily create compelling customer experiences and also enable you to build automated experiences. Amazon Connect is an open platform that is simple to integrate with other enterprise applications to address specialized use cases for your business. The power of AWS is backing Amazon Connect. AWS services and partners can be used to quickly innovate on new customer experiences. There are over 170 AWS services live today. Our partners have already developed over 185 integrations with Amazon Connect. Finally, a core tenet to AWS is our consumption pricing model, which allows your business to focus on inventing and innovating for your customers. You don't need to worry about costly licensing models. You only pay for what you use. The past 3.5 years have been exciting. Since we started, we have been innovating quickly to build core capabilities to consolidate and simplify the contact center and offer a globally available and highly scalable on-demand service. We have launched over 147 major features. You may have seen recent launches such as Amazon Connect Chat, which allows customers to contact agent through their channel of choice, whether that is web or mobile. Or our many recent machine learning capabilities like Amazon Lex AI chatbots, which are now available in multiple dialects and languages like Spanish. And Amazon Polly with neural text-to-speech voices. Many of the features and capabilities we have built over the past few years have been the foundation for what we've announced at reInvent 2020. In 2019, we announced Contact Lens for Amazon Connect during reInvent. Contact Lens is a set of machine learning capabilities that enables businesses to analyze customer conversations. Using Contact Lens, you can identify call drivers, discover new issues, evaluate sentiment, and identify agent coaching opportunities. With Contact Lens, you can conduct fast full-text search on the call transcripts to troubleshoot customer issues. You can search for contacts based on certain keywords, sentiment scores, and other call characteristics such as non-talk time. You can also categorize your customer contacts by creating rules based on keywords mentioned by customers, agents, or both. You can create categories for scenarios like competitor mentions, regulatory disclosures, and script compliance. All contacts that meet the specified criteria for these scenarios get labeled. This label data is included in an analytics file in your Amazon S3 bucket. Contact Lens uses machine learning to automatically detect and redact sensitive information. Names, addresses, credit card information, and social security numbers can be redacted not only from the call transcripts but also the audio recording. All these contact lens capabilities are available as a part of an out-of-the-box integrated experience in Amazon Connect. You can access them with just a few clicks without the need for any technical expertise. Since our launch, we have heard positive feedback from several businesses that have already adopted contact lens. We've also heard feedback from businesses regarding some challenges that they continue to face. One such challenge is that businesses cannot proactively identify customer experience issues and resolve them before the customer hangs up the call. This is due to a lack of real-time insights during live calls. Historically, contact center supervisors have listened to a small subset of live calls to spot customer experience issues. But they don't have a complete picture of the issues occurring in the contact center. With limited knowledge of ongoing customer experience issues, supervisors cannot proactively step in and assist agents. As a result, customers leave calls dissatisfied with their experience. In situations where agents need to transfer a call to another agent or a supervisor, customers have to repeat themselves. This can frustrate customers and further contribute to a negative experience. To solve these problems, businesses spend months of custom work to integrate and maintain tools that are complex and expensive. Customer experience issues aren't detected, or worse, are incorrectly identified, causing frequent false alerts. All of this leads to a breakdown of customer trust. They get frustrated and eventually leave the service or cancel their accounts. Contact Lens can help address these challenges. In the past, you could only analyze completed call recordings with Contact Lens. Now, you can also get real-time call analytics that enable supervisors to detect and resolve customer experience issues during live calls. With the automated contact categorization capability of Contact Lens, you can also create rules to track customer experience issues and trigger real-time alerts to supervisors. The real-time alerts for live calls are then delivered in Amazon Connect's real-time metrics dashboard. This makes it easy for supervisors to identify critical calls that need attention. Supervisors can then provide guidance to the agent and assist them in addressing the customer experience issue during the live call. Let's dive deeper into each step. With the automated contact categorization capability, Contact Lens can tag live calls based on your specified criteria. Scenarios like escalation requests, account cancellations, and competitor mentions can be tracked as categories. For example, for a category on escalation requests, you can specify keywords like talk to your manager or speak with your supervisor. Once you have created a category with keywords and defined rules for it, Contact Lens will look for matching phrases in real time. When the rules for a real-time category are met on a customer call, Contact Lens will alert supervisor in Amazon Connect's real-time metrics dashboard to notify them of the issue. From a list of alerts on the dashboard, a supervisor can identify which calls are of most concern by reviewing the names of the categories that were hit on a call. The supervisor can listen in to hear a customer's issue during a live call. They can also refer to a real-time transcript which includes both customer and agent sentiment. Using the transcript and the customer sentiment trend, they can quickly get up to speed to assess the appropriate action. Once a supervisor identifies a real-time issue, there are a few ways that they can help. Supervisors can reach out to an agent via chat to ask them if they need assistance with the customer's issue. They can provide guidance to the agent on how to solve the problem based on their own expertise. Supervisors can also send links to knowledge base articles, help pages, or other resources for an agent's reference. If a supervisor realizes that the situation requires additional remediation, they can get the call transferred from the agent and assist the customer themselves. The live call transcript eliminates the need for customers to repeat themselves. The supervisor can quickly read the transcript and jump right to addressing the customer's issue rather than asking the customer to describe the issue again. With the supervisor's assistance, the customer's issue can thus be resolved in real time, which helps maintain the customer's trust. In addition to the real-time capabilities, Contact Lens has also introduced a few other enhancements. Supervisors can now use semantic matching in Contact Lens to categorize calls that contain phrases with similar meaning even if they are not mentioned explicitly during the category definition. This can be achieved through a machine learning based intent matching model that is trained to understand the context and meaning of the keywords specified in the category definition. For example, a supervisor could enter "Thanks for your help" or "I am grateful for your help" in the definition of a category called politeness. With semantic matching, the new machine learning based categorization can now understand that a call containing "Thank you for your assistance" is similar in meaning to "Thanks for your help" or "I am grateful for your help." Since it has established the intent of the words match, Contact Lens will tag the call with the label politeness. Separately, Contact Lens can also categorize calls using pattern matching that is based on regular expressions. For example, a business may want to separately organize their calls that are related to credit and credit card. They can define a pattern to categorize calls by stipulating that the word card should not occur within one word of credit. This will clearly separate any mentions of credit card from the mentions of the word credit alone. To analyze call recordings in even more languages, businesses have asked us for the ability to use Contact Lens beyond just English and Spanish. We have now expanded our list of supported languages to 13 additional language variants, which include French, German, Italian, Portuguese, and Hindi. Considering the value that Contact Lens brings with its machine learning based analytics, several businesses have already adopted this feature in their Amazon Connect contact centers. Perspecta is one of them. Perspecta brings a diverse set of capabilities to their US government customers in defense, intelligence, civilian, healthcare, and state and local markets. They have been using Contact Lens to analyze post-call metrics, sentiment, and trends to provide superior and proactive service. They have expressed their excitement about using the new real-time capabilities of Contact Lens and are expecting a 25% improvement in first call resolution rate with a reduction in overall volume and costs by 5%. We're eagerly looking forward to how the launch of these new capabilities will help other businesses improve their contact centers as well. Having talked about all of these new Contact Lens capabilities, let's see them in action. I'll now hand over to my colleague Sagar Khasnas. He will be walking us through a short demo that will help you understand how to set up and use Contact Lens.
Thank you, Kaustubh. And hello, everyone. My name is Sagar Khasnas, and I'm a senior solutions architect working with AWS productivity applications. Today, I'm really excited to walk you through how you can set up real-time capabilities using Contact Lens in your Amazon Connect contact center. These features help contact center supervisors get real-time insights into customer experience issues while live calls are in progress. And this helps them to provide proactive assistance for resolution of issues. For example, they can detect when a customer is getting frustrated because an agent is unable to resolve a complicated problem and take actions real time to resolve that issue. In this demonstration, I'm a supervisor of a contact center for a bank that uses Amazon Connect. Every day, millions of our customers use our service for loans, credit and debit cards, digital financial services, and even personal banking services. When they need help, they call us. And it is imperative that my agents are compliant with company policies, any governing industry regulations, and most importantly, are providing an excellent customer experience. I do what I can to listen to sample calls from my staff, but I can't possibly listen to every call. Furthermore, I'm only able to analyze calls after they are completed, which does not allow me to take action on active calls where a customer may not be getting good service. If I lose customer trust during these calls, there's little I can do to regain their trust in our customer service and may end up losing the customer to a competitor. But now, with Contact Lens, I can use real-time contact analysis alerts to quickly find such live calls where agents may be struggling to handle unhappy customers. In these cases, I can listen in for training or jump on those calls to remediate customer issues real time. To begin, I will first set up a contact flow and call it Contact Lens Real Time. A contact flow defines the customer experience with my contact center from start to finish. And I will set up a contact flow in the contact flow designer, which is a drag and drop work surface. In this example flow, when the customer first enters the contact center, I would like it to play the prompt, "Welcome to ABC Contact Center. You will now be redirected to an agent." And then I will save the play prompt. After this, I will use the set working queue block to set the basic queue as the working queue for this flow. And then I will drag the set analytics and recording behavior block into the contact flow. I will connect it to the working queue block, and then I will enable call recording by selecting the on video button and enable recording for both agent and customer. This gives me the option to select contact lens for speech analytics and thus receive transcripts and analysis for all the calls flowing through this contact flow. Previously, I had the option to select only post-call analytics, which analyzes all the call recordings after they are completed. And now I have the option to enable both real-time and post-call analytics for all contact center calls. I can also select from 4 real-time language variants for this analysis. Contact Lens can also automatically detect and redact sensitive data from both call recordings and transcripts. Sensitive data redaction is applied after the call disconnects. I will enable it and save the recording block settings. I will then drag the transfer to queue block to transfer any calls once recording behavior has been set. Finally, I will use the disconnect block to terminate the flow in case of errors or capacity issues in my contact center. Once I have all of that configured, I will connect and save the contact flow and publish it for use. That's it. It's that simple. Just a couple of clicks and we are ready to analyze calls real time. Now, I can set up a rule to easily configure real-time categories assigned to contacts based on keywords or phrases that are mentioned during a live call. These real-time rules enable me to get alerts for live calls that match my rule definition. I will now create a rule called customer escalation that provides me a real-time alert if an agent is unable to handle an unhappy customer so that I can choose to join these calls or assist the agent to ensure superior customer service. In the When dropdown, I can now select real-time analysis so that this rule is applicable for live calls only. I can then add a condition to specify exact words or phrases or a pattern of phrases that are mentioned during a live call to trigger this rule. In this case, I will select exact match. And in this rule, we are looking for calls in which the customer uses one of the specified phrases during the call that indicate that the customer is trying to escalate. I will add phrases such as I'm not happy, talk to your manager, or talk to your supervisor. Once I'm done, I will go ahead and save this rule so that it is in effect for real-time contact analysis. Now I will go ahead and set up another rule called customer cancellation. This rule will help me get real-time alerts whenever a customer is looking to cancel their account or move to a different bank due to poor customer service. This is especially important to me because real-time alerts for these calls will help me either assist the agent or join these calls to help provide better customer service and try to turn around the customer and in turn not lose business for my company. Now I can specify another type of condition called pattern match where I can specify words or phrases uttered in a pattern by the customer or agent or both. I can then receive alerts on that pattern matching rule. Now, pattern matching supports three types of patterns, such as getting alerts by specifying a list of words or phrases uttered, or specifying a particular number in a phrase, or proximity restriction, where you can specify the distance between two words in a phrase. For example, when I'm looking to get alerts for conversations that mention credit, I can use proximity restriction to reduce false positive phrases such as credit card mentioned in the conversation. For the intents of this demo, we will look at exact match. I will now save the customer cancellation rule. Now, let's look at how I can monitor real-time calls between customers and agents on the real-time metrics page. On this page, I'm looking for alerts on active calls based on the real-time rules I set up in the rules section. All ongoing conversations are marked with an icon to indicate that I can monitor those conversations using contact lens real-time capabilities. When a contact triggers one of the real-time analysis rules that I created previously, I can see an alert icon with a summary of the real-time categories that have been triggered. In this case, I can see that both customer escalation and customer cancellation categories have been triggered for an ongoing call. This helps me prioritize attention to this call before it's too late and we lose customer trust. I can then click on the real-time alert to be directed to the real-time contact summary page where I can see the progress of the contact in real time. I have access to the entire call transcript in real time to catch up on the context for this call. And in the transcript, Contact Lens uses machine learning to highlight detected customer issues for my convenience. I can see that the customer sentiment is negative throughout the call, and I can also click on real-time categories to navigate to the times when the customer escalated or the customer wanted to cancel their account. In this case, I see that the customer is having trouble with their debit card stuck in an ATM machine. And I'm also able to understand that the customer needs access to their debit card tonight for an anniversary dinner and the agent is only able to provide a new card in 2 to 3 business days. This is causing frustration on the part of the customer, and they are looking to cancel the account as a result. To resolve for this, I can now back channel with the agent to raise an emergency request with the local branch to issue a temporary debit card to resolve their issue. Once that's complete, I can continue to watch the progress of the conversation in real time and see that we were able to turn around a negative customer and regain their trust again. You can see that at the end of the call, the customer sentiment is positive and the customer is satisfied. I hope you enjoyed this brief demonstration of contact lens real-time capabilities in Amazon Connect. We're excited to see how you implement these features to delight your customers and your contact center staff. Thank you. And back to you, Kaustubh.
Thanks, Sagar. As you can see, there are a host of new machine learning powered capabilities that you can use to improve your contact centers with Contact Lens. If you haven't tried Amazon Connect yet, you can sign up for free, log into the AWS console, answer a few short questions, claim a phone number, and be taking calls before we finish the slide. Once you're signed up, try out Contact Lens for Amazon Connect. Finally, we have a number of great resources like our new training modules to help you deploy and optimize Amazon Connect. You can also get help from one of our partners or an AWS IQ expert. If you are also interested in some of our other Amazon Connect launches like Voice ID, Wisdom, Customer Profiles, and Tasks, please stop by these sessions. We also have a great lineup of Amazon Connect customer and partner sessions with Origin Energy, Salesforce, Accenture, Best Western, the US Small Business Administration, and Barclays. And with that, we have arrived at the end of this presentation. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk to you about Contact Lens for Amazon Connect.